Okay. Where's that roof? Where's that roof? Maroon sweater gang.
Twinsies in the building.
No. We're never being called that ever.
Oh.
Welcome to TKW Type Kind of Well. Martin in the building, Mark in the building. Thank you guys for listening. Another smooth
what did I
episode.
Call us before? Twinsies?
No. Shut up.
No, but it was another one.
Twinning. Yeah. Don't. He said that downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Twinning.
like, yo, I had my coat on. I was like, yo, man. I got a burgundy sweater on too. And he was like, twinning. And I was like, all right. I'm about to.
I don't think I said it like that.
Yeah, exactly. He said twinning. But there's that. Another week, another episode. Thank you guys for listening. Hit us up, social medias, Type Kind of Well, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes for the audio. And I already said YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing down there, but imagine.
Yeah. There actually is nothing there. I don't know if we should put a banner anymore. But anyway. So yeah, just fucking weird weekend. The Deontay Wilder fight happened. A good fight, depends on how you want to describe good. But I kept hoping that this was just nonsense that social media was spreading, but I keep seeing it from verified sources that Deontay Wilder really said that his costume, his entrance costume took his legs from him.
He said he was fighting with one leg from the start of the fight because of that.
And I don't understand. Okay, there's two issues, right? One, he's either just making an excuse, right? Technically, it's an excuse no matter what, right? But he's either just making up an excuse. Just the suit did it. Took out all the months of training. Nah, that suit took my legs from me.
Because what is the time from the time it takes from the locker room to the ring?
I'm guessing.
How much time is that?
I'm guessing they probably gave him like a 5-minute.
What the fuck, nigga? You just walking in a straight line. What are you playing pickup behind the seats or something?
He wasn't doing lunges out to the. He was lunging. If you were lunging to the ring, then I was
not skipping, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
So, my other problem is this: if let's say that really was a thing that took his legs from him, whoever is in charge of his strength and conditioning needs a complete reevaluation.
You're saying that if what he's saying is actually true.
It's actually true. Like,
I can't even get past that because it's just not true.
Let's just say, because here's the thing. Here's the only way that it could be true is if beforehand he was so overtrained that wearing that was like the straw that broke the camel's back type
40
of thing.
pounds. So what if he was like carrying a toddler out there? Oh nah, so you can't have kids then.
Because my son about 40 pounds.
You know what I'm saying?
He heavy as hell.
But you could carry him from the locker room to the ring.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless
he's overtrained, something like that, then maybe. And the thing is this: if he is overtrained, then you guys got. Because this is my thing. It's really black and white. It's either that he's telling the truth or he's making an excuse. And in both situations, it's crazy. But if he's overtrained to wearing a 40-pound suit takes your legs away from you completely. When you say you entered the fight with no legs, that's what you said.
You know what I'm saying? He was probably on some little kid shit the night before and laid it out and just couldn't wait and it was just playing in the mirror with that shit. Tweaked his knees, son.
Sick was in the thing doing stupid little kid lunges or squats.
Or doing that stupid punch in the air shit little kids do.
But oh man, I'm such a fan of his. That I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see him be that guy. Don't be the excuse.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because like I just love combat sports in general, like MMA and boxing. So I would never clown anybody for losing.
Yeah,
because it takes balls to get in the ring.
Yeah, hell, because I'm not getting in the ring with him.
Hell no, with nobody.
Tyson Fury is what 6'8", 6'9". I'm not getting in the ring with him.
Hell no.
I'm not even going to the club with him.
No.
Fuck out of here.
I'm not. If I'm a bouncer, I'm not even patting him down. I'm like, all right, oh, you look safe. You got it.
Whatever you got on you doesn't even matter.
Right,
just going.
But like when you do this, I can't ride with you. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it it's unfortunate because like you remember when like in MMA Joanna Jacek or whatever I fucking pronounce that crazy ass last name.
Polish people got crazy names. We gotta talk about that one day.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, was she like for real? All those letters, like for real, all those letters,
and phonetically make no sense. You got a D and an X next to each other, and it makes an R sound. Like what?
It's like simplicity. It's like the whole point of the name is just you're just trying to identify one person. Like, that's it. It's like they have like 18 letter last names,
but like
and it's like six consonants in a row.
Habib Nurmagomedov.
Why? Habib Nurm
or Mehdi. Sam Mehdi got it right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Like you could just shorten it up, and guess what? We know exactly who you are.
Exactly.
Because okay, you got crazy ass last names. How many people's name starts off with Nurm? Right.
Exactly.
That's like us like here like a common name last name is Jones, right? That's like us just adding shit to Jones. It's like like Jones and Tennington. Like it's like just call him Jones. Like you don't need all those extra fucking syllables. But anyway, but remember when she lost and she started like blaming everybody and everybody was like, "Don't do that, bro."
Right.
That's just not a good look.
But she's coming back. You can come back from it if you're nice.
Yeah. You can always come back from it, but you don't ever want people because people are going to people don't like sore losers,
right?
Especially America really does not like sore losers. That's one thing why like Connor is really loved.
Oh yeah, because he'll take the L's.
He loses
gracefully
with a lot of class.
With as much shit that he talks, he takes L's very well.
Very, very well. Because his whole thing is like, yo, this shit, that's just business.
Yeah,
like that's
pretty much.
Yeah, I don't care about you. I'm just trying to get paid. Like,
I'm just trying to promote my whiskey, my nigga.
Yeah,
you ever talk about killing me?
Yeah, that's like when he was getting his ass whipped at the end of that fight against Khabib Nurm. He was like, "Yo, it's just business." Like he told him that, like at during
exactly,
the fight, like, "Yo, it's just business."
While he was getting his face pounded in.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, it's just business." He's like, but
you know, trying to hear none of that.
Yeah, that dude was fucking wrestling bears up in the mountains. He don't give a fuck about business.
It's like business, nigga. What?
Yo, imagine being Habib Nurmagomedov. Yo, imagine being him. Like, yo, you know, like sometimes you look at athletes, you're like, damn, I wish I could see what it was like, or I wish I could be him for a little bit, kind of type of thing, like
peek into his perspective.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought about I think about that all the time with a lot of athletes. Like think about like
Tyson is one of those for me.
Tyson in his prime. You think about the person I used to always think about is Barry Sanders.
Oh really?
Like, oh my god, I love when I was a kid. I loved Barry Sanders. Retiring is what took me out of football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I love football. Was my first love.
Mad dramatic, but okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about sports, but yeah. But yeah, that sounded crazy. But yeah, like Barry Sanders, just like, yo, just imagine just being like, oh, okay, let me just never get touched clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me just embody elusiveness.
Yeah.
To the highest degree.
Yo.
But like, I don't like to be like Khabib. It's just where he's just like food. Wrestle, sleep, wrestle.
I always wonder, like, do they try to go after bitches up there? Like, it's usually very male focused fun that they have.
Yeah. No, I think women are the afterthought of the afterthought.
I couldn't live like that.
First of all, there's no it's what they. I really think it's what they want they get. I don't think there's no. I don't think
it was like come with me type shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's like they're courting anybody. Like, hey, what's up? What you ordering over there? I don't think they're doing none of that shit.
Them motherfuckers probably fucked up in the head, yo.
Yeah.
Because if you live like that,
clearly. I mean, his wife wore a fucking cover over her face the entire wedding. So,
but they're Muslim.
Yeah.
So that probably makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you could, that would tell you. Ain't a lot of cool male and female relationships happening.
Oh no,
like because you cover your whole face your entire wedding.
Yeah, you're not getting out to like possibly, hopefully, get a little grab of the balls. You know what I'm saying? By a random chick with big tits.
Yeah,
like, it's not happening over there.
Yeah, man, I just love being in America. This place is way better than those places.
Better than probably everywhere.
better. I'll say this: better than most. That's a guarantee.
I don't know where else it could be better though.
Because I think some things are preferential, like Canada. Like some people think Canada is better than here because
Toronto
because like healthcare and just the vibe that they got going on.
I gotta dispel this myth because I feel like if something's free, it can't be that good.
But some people like Kendra's grandfather was Canadian, and apparently he got great service. Like,
really?
Yeah, great. Because that was my thing too. I was like, is it good? My thing is like, if it's free.
But Canada's probably not overpopulated, right?
They're not. They're not as popular as us. But I mean, Toronto is. But if you don't live in Toronto,
right,
then you're fine.
But
that's the thing. Every person that I meet, I met a guy actually in the Bahamas that was from Toronto, and it was so funny because he entered the conversation like he was like, oh, where you guys from? He was like, Jersey. He was like, man, that guy Trump, man. I was like, man, I'm just chilling by the pool, bro. I don't care about.
I came to the Bahamas to escape that shit, nigga.
Yeah. he was like, Canada is so much better than.
Is it?
I was like, I mean, Canada's cool. I'm not gonna knock it. I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool. It might be the same ish, you know. America's getting fucking weird. They're doing a bunch of weird shit here, but they're also doing weird shit in Canada, probably even more. But
probably.
But the healthcare thing seems like it's working. But even here, it's supposed to work. That shit don't work here. So it's like realistically, you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because like, if you need to get anything done,
you talking about the healthcare system?
Yeah, here doesn't really work. You're overpaying for everything.
Definitely not. Your chances of living or dying depends on how good your job is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is kind of whack.
Mm-hmm. Like we got great healthcare, but great insurance because we both work in a hospital, but technically I'm under Kendra's now because hers is better than mine because mine is technically the union or whatever. But with her shit, like, so shit's like real smooth. Like when we had Logan, dude, we only paid hundreds of dollars. Some people have to pay. Most people that have a kid, you're paying thousands of dollars for having a kid. Just having it is thousands of dollars. I think we paid like $600 total. but like I said, just lucky that we both work in with the situation.
I wonder if having your kid in a pool makes it way less.
You mean like just having like a midwife coming through? Yeah, no, because I mean, you're not, who you paying?
The midwife.
I mean, yeah, just her. I mean, but they cost money. But I mean, obviously you're not paying.
I'm gonna be like, yo, $5,000.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if you could be. Is that a business?
What, midwife?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% a business.
Oh, I'm gonna go to midwife school.
Yo, son, first of all, nah, don't try to switch it up, nigga. You was about to be a fucking midwife.
Nah.
One day I'll be working on
trailblazing a new area of medicine right now.
One day I'm gonna be up on labor and delivery because the midwives always come in. They think that they run the hospital when they come in there.
They do. We do.
Don't say we do. And then you gonna show up in there like this and be like, "Can I get some gloves?" I need some gloves and some gauze. And,
no, the fuck I'm not.
And
I'm be like, yo, son, what did you say, gauze? Where the gauze at?
Yo, what's poppin', Duke? Yo, I'm the midwife. Yo,
no, I'm the mid husband.
Yo, so a thing that I don't know if I talk about this on here or not, but a thing that really annoys me about not about working at the hospital, but a thing that I noticed working in the hospital. And I just don't like it. I hate like creeps, like guys that are creeps. That's an obvious statement. That's a real general statement. But
we're in the hospital.
You know what I see a lot? Guys, like older guys, come in there with their wives, and their wives are like some of these floors are serious floors, like, you know, that they're on there for. And the husbands just stand in the hallway and just checking out the nurses. Like, okay, go ahead. Say your fucked up shit. Go ahead.
Can you blame them?
Yes, I can.
They're not harassing them, are they?
No, but just
then.
Listen. Actually, I can't say it's not harassment. I don't know how they feel that this fucking old dude is just clearly looking at their ass every time they walk by.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about literally standing in the hallway,
making it obvious,
and just going like this. It just like, walk by again. Oh, let me.
Oh no, they got it. They got to cut it out.
Yeah. Like and
why doesn't nobody call security?
Nah, because it's one of those things. It's like they're doing something fucking weird, but it's not really that crazy.
But it's like, yo, I'm sure some of them got the bubble in scrubs.
Some of
women in scrubs is like a sexy thing to me.
You know what's so funny?
That's like women in lingerie.
You know what's so funny? Before I worked in the hospital, I was like, yeah, and then I worked there. I was like, nah.
Yeah, because they probably all bloody around you and shit.
That's gross. No, they're not.
Bloody hugs.
Oh,
hey, Will, hepatitis A.
Nah, you just see like you just see how some people just look crazy.
Oh yeah.
Some people just like because you know what happens. You always think about like I said before I worked there. You always think about the best looking women in the scrubs, right? So you go, oh yeah, that's pop. Yeah. But you forget like 95% of the hospital is not that.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I thought it was like 60% at least. That was like...
No. The rest of you like, man, I think your scrub need to be bigger, bro. Stop trying.
Some people be trying.
Yeah. Oh, some people definitely be trying, yo. Some people look crazy. Like there's girls that or I should say female employees, because it's not, I was about to say nurses, but it's not.
Apparently you can't say female anymore. That's something I'm gonna debate till I die.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid, and we're just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving.
There's employees there that are women who should have on extra larges, who are squeezing into mediums.
So wait. Would extra large be baggy on them or fit just right?
I think it would be real close to just right. I think it would be real nice, good
gross.
Fit. a real nice, good, solid fit.
Whenever I think of like super big chicks squeezing into like small things, I think of sour farts. I don't know why.
Why is that what you think?
Because that's just what I don't know. I just said I don't know why.
That's just crazy,
right? You get it.
That's like my mom used to do that. We'll be watching like a football game, and like let's say like it's like a big pile up, like some people get tackled, and then my mom would just go, "Yo, he looked like his booty stink."
No,
I mean my sister be like,
"What?"
It's a constant thing where I was like, what are you talking about? Me and my sister just be like, my sister like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you bringing that up? I was like, I don't get, where did you get that?
That's so different.
Nah, it's pretty close.
That is so different.
Nah, it's not.
Because we're talking about chicks that aren't looking their best. Like, looks is the focus of this conversation.
But the thing is, for some reason, you're saying that since they don't look good, that their farts are worse?
They look like they smell is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whereas football, looks is not a part of the fucking equation right now.
Yeah. I mean, to us, but apparently to my mom, it is.
Booty stink.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, why is that where you're going? She said, and she does that all the time, like all the time. Like that's her go-to. Like what? I don't. She's like, you telling me he doesn't? Yeah, I'm telling you that I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just living my life.
We'll be like, I don't know. He might use Dove.
Yo, I was laughing with Kendra earlier, and I was telling her, I was like, yo, it's so crazy how like we were actually talking about a guy that we went to high school with that's he's gay, and he's
the same one that pinched your nipples?
No, that first of all, nobody pinched my nipples.
Oh, okay.
But we talked about a guy, and we actually talked about it on the show. Oh, maybe not, but apparently in the gay community, he's like a dime piece. All the joints want him. I'll tell you off air.
This is a friend of a friend?
Yeah. No, we went to high school with him.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying. Like,
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about. But we were talking about him, and it was like, yeah, yo, like yo, he's in the gay community, like all the fine gay dudes, right, want him. like that's
who's calling them fine?
Kendra.
Oh, okay.
And me.
Okay.
No,
I respect it.
But yeah, like he's getting all the top notch gay dudes. Like
okay.
That's like it's like dudes that's like 30K followers, and it's just dudes just commenting. Like me and Kendra went and did our research. Like we was like, yo, is he a bad? Because we were trying to figure it out. Like, but
he has 30-something thousand.
No. The guys that be on on his page, he be having some joints on them. So anyway, so we found this. So this original conversation happened like 2 years ago, but we were talking about today, and because his page popped up, and I was like, yo, it's crazy. Like he's a joint. Like he's you know what I'm saying? He's a catch. Like if a gay dude sees, if a gay dude is with him and he sees his people, and they're like, yo, you walking with that? Like they gonna give him like, yo,
dabbing him on the low, like yo,
good job, bro. Like, and to me, it's like that's just a dude that I just went to high school with. Like, and so I was explaining to Kendra, I was like, yo, it's so crazy because like I'm a man, and most men can somewhat, like, even though like there's racism and things like that, when you get to the nitty gritty, most men can relate to each other. Most straight men can relate to each other.
Right.
Like once you get because the differences between us are very small. It's not really that crazy, right? No matter if you grew up in Idaho or the Bronx or fucking New Mexico, like it was like we chilled. And we hung out with our friends during high school. We got some stupid job. We fucking fight each other and get jokes on each other. And we all, as soon as sex started to exist in our world, then that just consumed us for a couple of years. That
actually consolidated the likeliness, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because that just drives all of male friendships.
And that's it. And that's just how that relationship can go between people from all over this country. Right, but gay dudes are so different than straight dudes because you take out that main factor, the thing about of women. It's like, oh, what are you? I don't know what you. But that cough was hilarious, but
that keeps happening to me. I think I got lung cancer.
Yeah, R.I.P.
But I think it's the same thing. It's for dudes, no?
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm talking about the relation. It is the same for them. But I'm saying the relation, how we relate to them is completely different. And so, I was like, yo, and I was explaining to my wife. I was like, yo, I was like, women, like you take a woman that just cleaned herself, right? You take a man that just cleaned, like took a shower. Let's say no soap, just like a water shower. So you just smell like you, right? I said, men smell a certain way and women smell a certain way. It's crazy to me to think that, like, you know what I'm saying? I've, been in the Army. I played sports, did combative things. I know what a regular man smells like. Nothing about that is attractive. It's just like, but like, when you get close to a girl and you smell like a natural, you're like, that's. And then if they look good, then it plays into it. Like not even you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about perfume or nothing. Just like the natural scent. You're like, oh wow, like yo, this is attractive. Like being around a dude, like just smell like dudeness. You're like, get this shit out of here.
I tell my girl that all the time. Like, I do not know how women fuck men.
Men that smell,
men are gross as shit.
Even a clean man smell is stupid. It's a stupid smell.
Even our fucking colognes, yo.
It smells like crazy. It smells crazy.
I be smelling a homie's cologne like when we about to go out or something. I'm like, yo, nigga, what the fuck you wearing that bullshit?
Niggas smell like metal and medicine. Rocking that new metallic medicine cologne, bro. Smelling gravy. There's some chick like, you smell delicious. Like,
chrome penicillin.
Oh yes, that really only made me throw up. That sounds fucking gross. But you know what I'm saying? And like, it's like it's so crazy how we're just wired completely different. And I remember I watched this YouTube video where this woman was explaining how. I'm sorry, excuse me. She was explaining how men shouldn't wear cologne, right? And she was just like, because I saw the thumbnail, I clicked it because if you know me, I've been wearing the same oil for forever. Like I've been like some people only call me by my oil. Like that's what they address me as.
Stupid.
Very stupid, but this is true. And so I was like, okay, well let's see what she's talking about. And it was like the same thing. Like, yo, your natural smell will be attractive or unattractive to. And I was like, oh word, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. I'm definitely still putting my oil on.
Yeah, because this sounds like some feminine, I don't get laid bullshit.
Yo.
Because women will always compliment you on how you smell, yo.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean,
Not your natural body scent.
I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying.
I think a chick that's in love with you is gonna be like, oh my god,
your natural exactly.
It's amazing. But some random chick at the club be like, nigga, you funky as shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, you smell like a fresh Galaxy tea. Get the fuck out.
You look like your booty steak.
Yo, son. Yo, what if you was in a club and a joint said that to
you? Yo, no bullshit. Like, say all of us were out and then a random joint said that to me, I would just be instantly depressed. Like, on the verge of tears, sitting on the couch.
Now, let's break this down to two different scenarios. Now, what if she said it to you, like, disrespectful? Like, what if she saw you and you was, like, dressed nice or whatever like that, and she was doing it to make you, to hurt your feelings? Like, she was like, this nigga think he's a shit. Yo, you look like your booty stink. Like, she said it like that, right? In front of everybody, right? And the other scenario is that was her opening line to her
trying to bag you,
like that. She thought that was cute. Like, I'm gonna hit him with something different.
both of those depends on how good she looks.
Okay, she's an 8.
She's 8.
Yeah, she's an 8
on a 30-point scale.
Oh, I forgot we should go by our scale.
Yeah.
I was dumbing it down.
Nah, real niggas who've been listening to this know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we work on a 30-point scale. She is a low 20s. Let's say 22, 23, 24.
Oh, 24.
She's nice. She's nice.
But how would I know though?
She says it to you.
No, but I'm saying, how would I know her intentions in these different scenarios?
You could tell by the way she says it,
like body language and everything.
Yeah. Just she says it in a playful way one time, and she says it like in a disrespectful way.
Oh, well, the disrespectful one, my feelings are gonna be hurt.
How come, man? You don't like being told that?
Because what if I was just minding my business? She just came up to me and was like, I'll be like, yo, come. Especially because you know how our friends are.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
That night is ruined for you, son.
Yeah.
You're never hearing the end of it.
Oh, never, forever,
for
years,
probably forever.
Yeah, literally. Because there's some things that we just don't ever,
let go of.
Don't ever let go of. Just like when Tim went to that party, our junior year in high school, and he had shades on, and the dyke came up to him. I know that's not the PC word.
I just heard that today. I'm not buying it.
But anyway, the dyke came and took the sunglasses off him. She was like, oh, yo, let me get those, and took them.
Was she having conversation with him first? Or
no, she just walked up. She walked up to him and took his sunglasses off his face and turned around and walked up like a little stage thing and handed them to some gang member dude. And he took them and was like, looked at them and looked at her, was like, oh, thanks, and put them on his face. And then Tim was just like, oh, that's it for those sunglasses.
This is a DMS party?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
I think so. I really think so. And it's just like those type of situations. One, that was hilarious when it happened, but it's like technically Tim did the right thing, because if he had tried to fight that, he would have got
all because there was like 3 of them.
No, it was he was with 3 people.
All 3 of them would have got
because they were like 50 people. So luckily Tim's
but
not.
There's some
guy.
Niggas out there be like, fuck that nigga. I would
take no shorts.
I would have got my teeth knocked out and go for some $2
because it's the principle.
Right.
You know what's so funny? I think people forgot. I was about to make a broader point, but fuck it. I like this angle better. I think people hear these phrases and then it loses its meaning because people use it so much, and then people start applying it to everything. So I was like I asked this guy I know, and I was like, yo, he was talking about someone calling you like a bitch or something like that. And he was like, yo, would you let somebody call you a bitch? And I was like, it depends on the situation. And they were like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. You should never. I was like, what is the situation? Because are we playing basketball? And he's like, yo, you're a bitch. And it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't really matter that much. Like, are we already in some type of little beef thing? Like maybe in a club we bumped each other or whatever. And I'm like, yo, relax. And he's like, you a bitch. That can probably lead to some place, but I'm probably just going to keep it moving. I really don't care that much. And I was like the situation matters. And so he was like, nah, anybody call me a bitch.
I don't agree with those specific scenarios, but your ultimate point, yeah. Situation matters.
Yeah. Okay, wait, why don't you agree with those?
I think the basketball one, I don't know. It could go either way for me.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers really do be heated in basketball games.
Yeah.
And they might but the club shit, it's like, all right, bro. What you want to do?
Yeah.
But whatever.
So like so I was so they were like, no, like you don't take no shorts. I said, okay. So let's say they catch you I can't remember what the scenario I said, but it pretty much the basics of the scenario was you get caught slipping, you're someplace where you can't get out of the situation, like maybe they catch you in an alleyway type of thing, or maybe catch you in a store. And, the store owners just be like, just get the fuck out. Like,
I don't want to deal with any of this.
Yeah.
Go die outside.
And I was like, and there's 20 people, and they go, they tell you, say that you a bitch, or all 30 of us are going to stomp you the fuck out. And he was like, I guess I'm getting stomped out. And I was like, for words? You're going to get stomped out by 30 people. Possibly means that you're going to get life-threatening injuries because there's 30 people.
Life-altering injuries.
Yeah.
Which is way worse.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Broken jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Broken spine.
Ribs. Punctured lungs because, people can stomp you. So you're willing to risk all that just for mouth noises?
But then it is like, then niggas gonna be just walking around calling you a bitch all the time.
Hey, call me a bitch all the time. I want to keep my ribs in my face.
But at what point are you like, I'm not a bitch, so we're gonna have to settle this?
I'm not settling it. My point, I'm not settling it with 30 people.
Oh yeah, for real.
That's just what it comes down to.
That's the ultimate point. Let me just catch one of you niggas by yourself.
Yeah, I one-on-one a couple of y'all. I'm not going, because you know why? The point that I was making.
That's basically almost as bad as somebody having a gun to you, be like, say you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna shoot you in the stomach.
Yeah, legit. It's all the same thing. It's like what the whole point of the whole point of the battle is to win the war. If you're dead, you lost. That's it. So it's like that's why I love in movies when somebody pulls out a gun and somebody walks up to the gun and they're just like, you gonna have to shoot me. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, excuse me, fucking John Wick.
Or fucking do it.
Yeah, like.
Or what was that? There was a video of the kid getting robbed. He got set up by some chick, he met off the line. Like, obviously, but
true, obviously.
And some two niggas walked up on him with guns and robbed him. And then somebody in the comments was like, "If that was me, I would have took the gun and sent both of them to heaven." I was like, "Yeah,
yeah,
all right, nigga."
That was a dude that commented. He was like, "I'm trained for this." Like, no, you're not. What are you talking about?
There's no training out there that's gonna train you to engage with two dudes with guns on you. Nobody's teaching that.
Yeah, it's so funny. That's how I know that. That's how I know that people who haven't trained in anything. That's how I know that they haven't trained, because they say things like that. Just like when I said this before. One time, Jim Jones, the rapper, and somebody got into like a little tit for tat on Instagram, and they were like, "Yo, we know where you fucking live. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit you do, whatever. Whatever." And so the guy comments and goes, "Okay, I should say this part. Somehow, I think Jim Jones knew this guy, but the guy didn't know that Jim Jones knew him. Probably through people, or probably just looked through his phone and was like, okay, oh, I see how I know you," because they were going back and forth a lot. I don't know why he was even wasting his time doing this. But
these are randoms. Yeah,
it was a random guy. It was just him and a guy going back and forth, and other people just chiming in. So this guy that he's talking to, so Jim goes, "Yo, I know where you live. You be by," and he says like a projects like thing. He was like, and then he said, the guy says, "You should be careful threatening a guy that's been trained to disappear." He said that. That's a phrase he said. He said that. I wish I could fucking find this comment.
What does that mean, yo?
It means that this guy has been watching too many motherfucking Steven Seagal movies, right, and he's saying bullshit in real life, because that's not a fucking thing. Yeah, that's movie shit. That's Jason Bourne shit. don't threaten. You shouldn't threaten a guy that's been trained to disappear. You've been trained to disappear. What the fuck?
What are you in the League of Shadows, my nigga?
Yeah,
What the fuck are you talking about?
And then I read that comment. This is when I first came home. I read that comment. I was like, immediately, I'm pissed the fuck off, right? Immediately, right? And so I click his page. This motherfucker is like a reserve, like human resources guy in the Marine Corps. And it was like, first of all, even if you were a Marine Raider, you were special ops in the Marines. They don't train you to disappear. They're not training you to be off radar. Like that's not a real thing. Like in the way that he's trying to make it seem like I could disappear to the shadows and do. No, what are you talking about? That's not.
You're not fucking. What's the nigga from Splinter Cell?
Damn, I can't think of his name. Yeah. Like, I hate those type of people. Like people watch these movies and just start quoting this bullshit, and people be believing them. Like I knew a guy that used to always say that he was special ops, and he used to say things, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then I got into the military, and I was like, oh, that dude was straight up lying.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, oh, he was lying.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh no. Oh yeah. But actually, I'm not talking about him, but it's funny that scenario fits that there too. But yeah, let's wrap this up. We at 36.
Oh, word?
Do you want to go longer? Pause.
You don't say faster?
Yeah, I don't know what I was about to say. I can't even give you.
Oh man. No, we can get up out of here.
Okay. All right.
All the fucking energy.
All right.
Comedy professionals.
Pariahs
are potting.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a P word, my nigga.
Oh, good job.
Yep, there we go. Type kind of well is ending the show.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys for listening to another episode. Please hit us up, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if you were entertained by this nice little playful conversation. Nice, real easy. Now, you would get to know the friendship. It was like a 3-way conversation. Me and Mark was talking. You was there too. You kind of had stuff to say, but we just can't really hear you right now because you were just so. And
you were screaming the guy from Splinter Cell's name. Not Splinter Cell.
You definitely fumble on this.
Well, that means nothing.
Okay. All right. Please hit us up on YouTube for the video. We're on iTunes and Spotify for audio. Instagram, social media, Twitter, social media. We are here.
We don't do Facebook.
We don't do Facebook.
We don't do Snapchat.
No, you're definitely not doing that. But maybe.
We'll bring that back.
But okay. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week. Bye. Love you. Love you. Love you.